Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Lawman FJ. I want to do a quick look at the LG V30. Now, I've had this phone for about a month, a little over a month, and I want to kind of share my thoughts about it. One of the questions I ask is, why would somebody pass this up to get a Samsung phone? All right, when you talk about Android devices. Because it's a good question, because it's a great device. And we're going to take a look at it. Okay, now the LG V30 came out in September 2017, around the same time as the Note 8 came out, and it's a nice device. It feels great in the hands, and it competes well with those devices, you know, the Galaxy S8 Plus and some of the other Android flagships. What I don't understand is why LG doesn't get the same type of attention as those devices when it clearly competes with them. Now, as you can see, the phone has a modern look. This is the black version. It's got Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and the back. It's got a little V30 Plus and LG branding on the back. You got your dual cameras. One is a 16 megapixel camera, one is a 13 megapixel wide angle camera. Works very well. You got your flash right there. Nothing on this side except the tray for the SD card. You got your mic down here, your USB-C charging port, and your speaker. Speaker's not bad. And on the right, you got your volume down rocker. Up top, you got your 3.5mm headphone jack, still has that, and the mic. The screen looks great. It's a POLED screen. I wouldn't say it's as good as a Samsung screen, but it does look good. Now, as you can see, this is the Galaxy S8 Plus. This is the V30. Now, they look similar because they have the 18:9 aspect ratio, slim bezels. But the Galaxy S8 Plus is a little bigger. It's taller. Now the V30 is a little bit wider, it's just a smidget, but not that much. And they look pretty similar, but there are some subtle differences. This is thinner, this is a little bit thicker. This is much more easy to manage. As you can see, you can get your fingers around the whole phone, where this you're gonna have to reach a little bit. And then you got that fingerprint scanner. This is in a perfect place, this is in an awkward place, and some people have a problem with that. You got dual cameras on the back, and you got a single camera on the back of here, right? Branding is minimal, and they both look pretty good. Both of these devices have the always-on display, and it works pretty well. You know, I think they're comparable when it comes to looks and functionality. Okay, LG software. They've updated it a little bit, but you can still tell it's LG. It's still kind of familiar, but I think it's a little cleaner, and it works pretty well. There's no lag. I don't experience any lag with this device, and that's been the case with the LG phones I've purchased over the last couple of years, such as the V20. This was a pretty good device too. No lag in that either, so it worked pretty well. But still, you know, I think this competes with most of your flagships out there. You got this is the home screen where you have all the apps on one home screen. You can change this by just long pressing on the screen. That's a quick way to do that. And you go here, and you can change the home selection. You can change to the app drawer if you want it. So now you got an app drawer that you can open up your apps if you want to do that. I don't like to use that because it seems a little bit antiquated to me. Most phones don't have an app drawer anymore, but it is there if you want to use it. One of the things that's changed with the V30 versus the V20 is the always-on display that used to be up top. Now you got a little button on the side. You can still customize it, and it might be better because you can move it from side to side to get it out of the way. It's not always there. You got all your screens showing, so that's a change there for the display on the V30. Now, both the LG and the Samsung phones offer a home screen to the right when you swipe to the right, and Samsung has Bixby, and LG has a smart bulletin. Now, Bixby does have some lag sometimes. As you can see, it doesn't do well in the memory. You have to open it back up. But for the most part, when you're using it regularly, it's there for the most part. You can put more stuff in Samsung's, but this one is pretty basic. So you get your smart settings. You can change settings for home when you want sound to be on, or Wi-Fi to be on, or different things like that. What it does when Bluetooth's connected. You got your schedule. You get your calendar schedule right there, and you got your music if you play some music, and you got your smart settings. Well, that's the same thing we talked about earlier, but this is where you get your health information up top, so you get that health information as well. So those four things are there, and that's really all you can do. And with this, it's not very customizable, but it is helpful. It's functional. Okay, the drop-down menu for the V30 is pretty clean. you know, pretty functional, similar to most Android devices. You pull this down, you get your other toggles there. You can change this by editing, going into edit mode right there. You got your settings button right there. You go into settings, you can do a list view, or you can do a tab view. You can change that if you want. Some people like this tab view because it helps them compartment, you know, get things in certain places, but I prefer the list view, so I do that. But the settings menu is pretty clean for the most part. I think it's functional. LG's display, as I said earlier, is a POLED 6-inch display. The colors are nice. You get your deep blacks, but I still don't think it's on par with the AMOLED display from Samsung. It's good, but it's not as good as Samsung's display. So when you get to the display tab, you open it up. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get the ability to change the font size to medium. You can bold the text if you want. App scaling, you can make the apps a certain size when you click on that, and you can do each app individually. Display size, you can change that to make it small or large. If you just slide this across here, I got mine on small because you can get more on the screen there. The screen resolution, you can change that as well. I got it on 1080p right now. You can put it on 2880 by 1440. Okay, screen color, you can click on that and you can change this sort of like Samsung does, from normal to best for movies, you know, best for photos. It's going to give you a little bit different look, and you can customize it, right? So when you customize, you hit on the settings button to the side, and you can change these settings right here to get a little more customized color. I keep mine on normal because that works pretty well. It looks pretty good. You can enhance the color for videos as well. Samsung has a similar thing. Brightness control, always on display. All that is in the settings here. The other thing you can do with LG is you can customize the home button. So if you click on this, you can change the color, and you can add or take away, you know, change the buttons around. You can get to the icon shape. You can make those original, or you can, which will look like that, the original icons, or you can do the square, the rounded square, to get them all uniform. You can also change the screen swipe effect. So I got it on slide right now, but you can tap these and they give you a preview of how it will work. Panorama, breeze, carousel, which is very good. So you can see that's a carousel effect right there, and that's pretty cool. And it's fluid. It doesn't stutter or anything. So that's good that they let you do that. Now the V30 camera is a very nice camera. You got lots of modes that you can change to get what you want out of this device. The cine mode is a new one that they added that lets you record and then come back. You can get different effects when you do that to get a different look on your videos, and you can come back and also edit those when you get done. But you get your regular settings there with your tracking, storage. You know, you can choose where you want to do that. You have the grid if you want to. It's just got a lot of features in here that you can use. So the V30 offers a single shot in a wide shot mode. Okay, you can get more into the shot when you click that, and you know, go back and get the regular shot right there. And really, it's a great camera for those who want to, you know, do videos and shoot a lot of pictures. But the dual cameras are nice. They work well, and I think it's a good feature. So the V30 does come with the hi-fi DAC. It does, you know, premium sound. It gets your good sound from the system there. So when you're using premium headphones, you're gonna be able to get that. These aren't premium headphones, but when I plug this in, you're gonna get the ability to, you're gonna see that the hi-fi DAC symbol right there tells you it's working. Okay. Now when you have the headphones in and you're using the DAC, you're gonna be able to go in there and you see the setting right here, and you can click on that and you can customize this a little bit, get your balance the right way. You can do you got presets there, bass and enhanced detail. They work pretty well. And also you got a short filter to, you know, further enhance the sound. So it's pretty customizable. This is an improvement over the V20. They didn't have all this in the V20, but this worked pretty well though. This is a great device, and if you're looking for something new that has a lot of functionality, I don't think you'll be able to go wrong with this. So it is competitive. You won't be missing a bunch if you don't get the Galaxy Note 8 or the Galaxy S8 Plus. This is a beautiful device. It does look very nice, and it feels great. Feels great as well. So just a quick look there. I didn't want to make the video too long. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you got any questions, hit me in the comments, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below for more videos like this. This is Lawman FJ out.